It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
From Tornado Alley on the campus of Trenton Central High School, we welcome you to the Central Jersey Group 4 opening round here on WBCB, where this evening it's a matchup of two teams very familiar with one another as the number 11 seed, Hunterdon Central Red Devils, get set to take on the number 6 seed, the Trenton Tornadoes. And a pleasant good evening to everybody. Alongside my broadcast partner, Rich Fisher, I'm Jordan Hirsch. Well, these two teams, they know a whole lot about one another. They've matched up 4 times in each of the previous 2 seasons, 4 times total, that is. This is a rematch of last year's Central Jersey Group 4 first round where the Tornadoes took a 62-44 win. And Fish, I gotta ask you a trivia question before we get underway today.
Go right ahead.
Over the last 2 seasons, which team have the Trenton Central Tornadoes played the most?
Wow. That's an interesting.
Take your guess.
Hunterdon Central?
That is correct. The 4 times they have played Hunterdon Central, that is more than any CVC team that they have played during that span. This is going to be the 4th meeting between these 2 squads in the last 420 days. So, Fish, you know, these 2 teams, no surprises as they go up against each other in a winner-go-home matchup.
No, I'm a little surprised at that. Yeah, I guess it does make sense, though. Okay, well, you never fail to amaze me, my friend. Well, I got to tell you, Trenton has certainly been chomping at the bit to get back into action after winning the CVC tournament on Saturday. The Tornadoes have won 7 of 8 and thought they would be right back at it on Tuesday, but, you know, we all know the weather reared its snowy head and everything got pushed back 2 days. So if you're Pup Young, you got to hope that the Tornadoes did not lose that edge that they were playing with. Trenton played a sparkling game against Notre Dame to win the CVC, and they actually had played very well throughout the tournament. Now, granted, a little bit of rest is nice, but you definitely want to keep sharp considering how you were playing. And another thing Trenton can't have is overconfidence. On January 31st, after a slow first quarter start, the Tornadoes outscored the Red Devils by 26 over the final 3 quarters to win by 20. Now that game should have been a warning to them not to take Hunterdon Central lightly, even though they did win handily. If they do, Hunterdon Central can hang right in with them. The Red Devils did reach the finals of the Hunterdon good Delaware Valley team by 7 in that championship game. So they're playing a little better probably than when Trenton saw them. Of course, so was Trenton. When I texted Darrell Young today about how to keep the edge, he said he and his staff have constantly talked to the team in group chats about watching as much film as possible of that first game. They stressed to each player, study the Devils, don't admire the good things that they did, the Trenton players did, but break down all of what they could have done better to improve themselves in the overall team effort. So he wanted them to look at the negative of that game. One thing they want to do better is limit Central's 2 6'3" juniors, Gavin Baden and Finn Glennon, who combined for 35 in the first meeting. Baden also grabbed 7 rebounds, leads the team at just under 15. But that's only going to be a factor if the Devils are able to get into their offense and slow things down. Trenton has not allowed too many people to do that with the way they've been pressing and scoring in transition the last couple of weeks. You can see the difference in styles just in the scoring. Trenton averages 68 a game, Central averages 55. If the Tornadoes keep that pressure on, both in the press and in the half court, they should be okay. Another key is rebounding. Tornadoes average 34.5 a game, Central 25.5. So that means, to me, Caleb Smith could have another big game cleaning up on the offensive boards. And obviously, if you don't know by now, you just haven't seen Trenton, they'll ride the scoring of Juan Sanchez, Ave Ingram, Jaden English Fulton. Now the winner of this game will either travel to third-seeded Montgomery or host 14th-seeded Manalapan. They're playing tonight. Look, this is a game Trenton should win. But Jordan, you know as well as I do, it's a state tournament. Nothing is a gimme. The Devils will come in here. They're going to give it their best shot. They're going to try to avoid getting mowed over early by an early Trenton run, which the Tornadoes have been doing a lot. If Central can keep it close, they could spring the upset. But if the Tornadoes continue to play with the intensity they've shown last few weeks, they're going to be all right.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if the CVC tournament has any bearing on this, then nothing is guaranteed in this state tournament. Well, today's game on WBCB is being brought to you by the Capital Health System, Team Toyota, the Revere Restaurant, Kessel Dermatology, the New Jersey Education Association, the Capital Area YMCA, the City of Trenton, the Trentonian, the Trenton Thunder, Hyundai of Trenton, Morrisville Chiropractic, and Haldeman Ford. A trip to the Central Jersey Group 4 quarterfinals on the line.
Jersey? What are you, from Brooklyn?
Hey. If I've got an accent for tonight, that's how you can tell it's a big game. It's a matchup of the CVC champions going up against the Hunterdon Warren Sussex runner-ups. Trenton, the 6th seed, Hunterdon Central, the 11th seed. The Central Jersey Group 4 tournament commences right after this on WBCB.
Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology team with over 130 years of collective clinical experience. They've been voted as the region's best dermatologist and doctor for 20 consecutive years. Over 1,500 five-star reviews from satisfied patients. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation, and that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
14. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBSports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Those are amazing young students doing great work right here in the community and school. Now for our visitors from Hunterdon Central, number 2, a junior, Dan Glenn. Number 3, a junior, Gavin Bailey. Number 12, a junior, Owen Lanky. Number 25, a senior, Stephen De La Cruz. And number 42, a senior, Samuel David. Head coach is Kevin Brett. Bible studies on Wednesday. You know what time it is. Just like put their hands together to sit down and I'm going to read a verse. Y'all can get louder than that. You know what time it is. Come on back to number 35. That's Junior Jet Harris Pop Reynolds. Number 25, the junior, the big man in the middle, Caleb Smith. Number 4, a senior, the dunking power forward, Jacob English Fulton. Number 5, a senior, Ave England. And the little guy, the general, in the middle, number 3, our leader, a senior, Juan Sanchez. And goes down, Bobby, throw down, assistants, Brian Miller, foreground, and now Siobhan Beanswood, Hurton.
Back here from Trenton Central as we get set to get this Central Jersey Group 4 tournament first round underway. You just heard the starters for both squads. First for Hunterdon Central, head coach Kevin Gregg in his first season rolls out the starting lineup of Finn Glennon, Gavin Baden, Owen Landy, Stephen Hiaman De La Cruz, and Samuel De Rogatis. For Trenton, it's the typical starting 5: Juan Sanchez, Jadon English Fulton, Ave Ingram, Caleb Smith, and Jaharis Ramos.
And our officials for today's game will be CVC refs Alex Hager and Sharkner the Shark Mashad, and South Jersey referee Kareem Lundy. Shark with the shaved head. I didn't recognize him there for a minute. I can say without hesitation, 2/3 of this staff is very good. I do not know if Kareem Lundy is good or not because I've never seen him ref in South Jersey, but I'm going to think that he is.
We'll learn tonight. Smith and Baden in the center circle, and off we go here in the Central Jersey Group 4 first round. The Tornadoes playing here at home as the 6th seed, fish in state tournament games in the NJ.com era, which goes back to 2011. Trenton 18-1 in state tournament games. As English Fulton dishes underneath, and Ramos finishes it off. And Jaharis Ramos has our first 2 points of the night.
Wait, how can that be? That would mean they won all kinds of state championships.
18-1 at home.
Oh, at home. At home, I missed that part.
As Gavin Baden just goes right by everybody for the bucket. The 6'3" junior Gavin Baden, the team's leading scorer and rebounder, averaging 14 points per game, 6.3 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, 18-7 in their first meeting.
Ingram buries a straight-on triple. We've seen Ave Ingram shooting it a lot more from the outside recently. As the countdown is on for him towards 1,000 points, he's 45 away. So Trenton, in all likelihood, for him to get there, would at least have to advance to the quarterfinals.
Well, you never know if he has a big game today.
Oh, 48 would just be monstrous as Baden.
No, I don't mean he would get it today. I'm just saying, if he gets, well, that's true. I guess the quarterfinals.
That's Juan Sanchez stepping back and drilling the 2. Trenton is yet to miss so far, 3 for 3.
Well, Jordan, you weren't there Saturday, but Juan Sanchez put on one of the greatest performances I've ever seen in a championship game. Missed one shot, 12 for 13 from the field, perfect from the foul line. He was unbelievable.
That's a missed triple out of the hand of Finn Glennon. Ingram looking to go all the way, can't finish. Smith underneath, he's fouled, and Caleb Smith is gonna shoot 2. And yeah, Juan Sanchez, a performance for the ages in the CVC title game. Trenton, a big-time 83-48 win over Notre Dame. Sanchez, those 32 points for him, that's a CVC career high, 2 off of his overall career high.
And it's a record for the CVC final. Of course, it's only in its 2nd year, so.
But a record nonetheless.
Yeah, well, he put the bar pretty good for what's to come.
Sanchez last season in this game against Hunterdon Central in the first round, 25 points, 4 rebounds, 5 steals, as De La Cruz spins on English Fulton, converts plus the foul.
Nice aggressive move there by De La Cruz. And that's one thing, yeah, I mean, Hunterdon Central, they don't want to be, you got to be aggressive. You got to come in here. You can't lay back. You can't let Trenton take it to you. De La Cruz was exactly that just then.
And we talk about Trenton's success in state tournaments. Hunterdon Central, they've lost 5 consecutive state tournament games as English Fulton steps back and bricks one. Rebound hauled in by Gavin Baden. Hunterdon Central looking for their first state tournament win since 2019. They're not going to be able to get there with plays like that. First turnover of the evening. Ingram can't hit the layup, though. Ramos tries to save it to no avail.
You know, that home record, though, not all those 18 wins were here, because when this gym was being built, they were playing at a middle school.
There's a drive and finish by Finn Glennon, counted and 1. Or make that rather Owen Landy, the 5'9 junior, who's able to convert. Now a chance to tie this game up at the line. And yeah, you mentioned Fish. They used to play at Rivera Middle School here in Trenton. In fact, their lone home loss came there back in 2019. And Landy knocks down the free throw, so a pair of 3-point plays has this one all level at 8 with 5:14 to go in the opening quarter.
Yeah, the old-fashioned 3-point plays.
Ramos from way outside, got it!
He looked pretty confident stroking that one.
He knocked down a triple against Notre Dame in the CVC final, and he picks up where he left off.
Central breaking the press pretty good there.
De La Cruz with a nice move on English Fulton and then gave it away to Ramos.
We see that so often. They break the press, then turn it over in the front court.
High arcing floater goes down for Ave Ingram.
That was a floater with helium in it.
It brought rain here in the state capitol and a 5-second call. We've seen the Tornadoes force a ton of those this season, and they're able to get possession back.
Yeah, and okay, they just got transition point off the steal up here in the front court. Now they got a turnover there. This is where we've seen them go to work.
They give it right away.
Central gets it right back.
Landy got the turnover, and Baden gets the bucket. Gavin Baden scored 19 points in this building back on January 31st. Trenton got the 76-56 win in that game, as Ingram had that one go halfway down and out. Rebound collected by the 6'8 junior Wesley Wolf, which is a fantastic big, basketball name, especially for a big man.
He looks like he could be a tight end. He may be.
He makes Caleb Smith
look
like my height, as Landy gets it to go from the free throw line. Oh, and Landy's got an early 5, and it's a 1-point deficit for Hunterdon Central.
Yeah, but you're tall in stature, my friend.
I'll take it. Ingram, corner pocket 3. He's 1 for 3. Smith, the O-board, can't hit it. 3 missed layups already for Trenton. Here comes Landy as Hunterdon Central looks for their First lead of the evening, can't get it there. Misfiring from deep was Baden. Landy hands off. Glennon gives his team the lead.
Way outside. That was deep.
His 56th made triple of the season. That's something Hunterdon Central does a lot. They will shoot a ton of threes. They make an average of 7.5 per game.
Well, I would give him that one. I mean, did you see how deep that was? I would guard the perimeter, but
Ramos, another missed layup, but Caleb Smith polishes off the second chance.
Well, if Caleb Smith's going to get those rebounds, he's got to start making the putbacks, and he did.
And he's certainly got a tall task, no pun intended, going up against Wolf.
Very good.
Backing him down is Wolf, and that's just too easy, man. He might as well just give Caleb Smith the too small right there. You don't see many guys do that to number 25 in black. And Wolf, a guy not really known for his scoring. He averages just 4 points a game. This is his first season at the varsity level as Ramos makes the move and banks it home to tie us back up, this time at 17. Wolf, kind of your prototypical, just get under the basket and stay there kind of big man, as driving all the way in and getting it to go is Gavin Baden. And I'll tell you what, Fish, he's got a burst, and he's been able to get around these Trenton defenders.
Absolutely. You can see how he had that good game here the last time.
English Fulton spins, fires, can't connect. Rebound knocked away, and it's going back to Hunterdon Central. They're going to make a line change now as they're going to get Brady Bill, Nicholas Vasquez into the game. And they've got De La Cruz back out there as well.
Well, he might want to give guys a rest.
Nice kick by Wolf.
Can wear you down.
Glennon too strong on the triple. De La Cruz the rebound, can't hit. Trenton's got the board. Ingram up ahead pass. It was tipped. It made its way to Sanchez, and he's going to make his way to the free throw line.
He was perfect at the line the other day. I think it was 6 for 6. Not 100% sure.
Yeah, 6 for 6, and his success at the charity stripe, it goes beyond that. He's an 80% free throw shooter this year, and since February 3rd, he's shooting 89%, now 25 of 28. Sanchez in 3 games against Hunterdon Central over the last 2 seasons, averaging 21 points per game. Averages 19 a game for the year, and he's got 4 on the night. Been real impressed with how Hunterdon Central has handled the basketball and has really controlled this press.
Yeah, well, there hasn't been a lot of, it hasn't been that downright blitzkrieg full court press, maybe once or twice.
Then right as I say that, of course, they commit the turnover.
Yeah.
As Wolf couldn't gather the entry pass.
Like that last one, that was just, he picked them up man to man.
Red Devils are going to play a lot of zone. They'll do it early, they'll do it often. Smith in the middle of it, can't get the bounce. De La Cruz, turbocharged time. Bumps bodies with English Fulton and then gave it away.
He walked.
And Caleb Smith one too many steps that time.
Yeah. Well, once again, Hunterdon Central showing it can stay with Trenton for a quarter. Led by 6 in their first meeting this year after the first quarter. But now, can they continue to hang with them throughout the game?
That one knocked out of bounds, and we'll retry it. And of course, Trenton, they only had that 2-point lead at the end of the first quarter against Notre Dame last Saturday. And then all they did was come out and outscore the Fighting Irish 30-5 in the second.
Yeah.
Bill's looking for somebody, and it's another 5-second call against Hunterdon Central. And all of a sudden, 3 straight turnovers now for the Red Devils.
Yeah. Yeah, they had a chance to, get a little bit of a lead here. Trenton going to play catch till the last shot, looks like.
Locked at 19 here in the waning seconds of the first quarter. The Central Jersey Group 4 opening round. A rematch of last year's 11-6 game. Tornadoes took that one by 18. Ramos got to get busy. Ingram again halfway down and out. And this first quarter will come to a close. All tied up, 19 apiece between Hunterdon Central and Trenton. 8 minutes down, 24 to go from the state's capital. Back after this on WBCB.
1490 WBCB, Levittown and Trenton, and video. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Hey, make sure you head over to the Capital Area YMCA. They're hosting a Dreamscape night Friday, February 27th at 7 p.m., Saturday, February 28th at 2 p.m. and at 6 p.m. You can actually find that location, the Mill Hill Playhouse, 205 East Front Street in Trenton. And Mayor Reed Gusciora of the City of Trenton would like to welcome all students back to school and wish them the best of luck this school term.
How about this? Hunterdon Central 8 for 11 in that first quarter. And like you said, a lot of it inside.
Yeah, a lot of good penetration. A team that shoots a lot of threes has only knocked down 1 so far. They do have a pair of 3-point plays. De La Cruz being hounded. Now looks for help. Finds it in De Rogatis. Looks a little messy to start the second quarter here for Hunterdon Central. Landy looking to settle it down. De Rogatis kicks. This is Baden. Backing down Ingram, and he walked.
Well,
that possession kind of looked doomed from the start.
No, that's 4 straight turnovers now. 3 to end the first quarter. 1 to start this one.
It's a Trenton team that comes into this game with 20 wins. That was a goal of Daryl Young and his squad. That's what he told me before the season. One of their goals was to get to 20 wins this year. It's their first 20-win season since 2023 as Ramos misfires from deep, but another offensive board. And Jadon English Fulton, he's got his first 2 points of the night. In total for Trenton under head coach Daryl Young, it's their 4th 20-win season. That's Baden coming up empty from deep. Rebound Smith. Sanchez, the reset triple. And the strong side board is hauled in by Landy, but then he lost it.
21-19 is that score. 6:43 is the time. Once again,
Turnovers.
This is certainly a big point of the game for both squads, but for Hunterdon Central, because we've seen Trenton, when they start to force turnovers, it just becomes a runaway train. The Red Devils looking to avoid that as Sanchez, another missed layup. Picking cherries on the other end is Vasquez. Landy kicks a cutting Baden, then he can't spin it home. Rebound knocked out of play, going the way of the Tornadoes.
6:26 is the time. Substitution.
Trenton probably, respecting their 3-point shooting. Playing a little, leaving the inside a little bit soft.
They're on top by 2, and Ingram gets denied inside by De La Cruz. You don't see Ave Ingram get met at the rim like that all too often, but Steven De La Cruz, the 6'4" senior, comes up with the denial.
Yeah, they got some pretty good height on this team.
Sanchez was thinking 3. Good recovery by Owen Landy. Sanchez looks to chisel out space, defers, it's Ramos. Try to get it to Ingram, but gave it away. Landy on the fast break, taking it to the tin, and Jadon English-Fulton was having none of that. De La Cruz banked it off of Smith and out of bounds. That's about the only play he had. And we'll get a substitution as Wesley Wolf is going to check back in for Kevin Greck's Hunterdon Central squad.
Yeah, that was a slick play by De La Cruz. He was going to go back up. He saw he had nothing, saw he couldn't go anywhere, and just went back to the playground, banged it off his shins.
Baden all the way inside, a bit out of control. And here comes Ave Ingram, turbocharged for Ave. We've got a foul, and we'll see if they call it before the gather or not. And it looks like Ingram is going to be shooting free throws. Nope, they're going to say baseline inbound. So the foul is on the floor. It'll remain with Trenton. Tornadoes have not brought anybody off the bench so far, as Ingram smokes another layup, but then gets his own miss and gets fouled. And now he'll get two at the line.
Yeah, if they made just half of their layups, they'd have a pretty good lead right now.
Ave Ingram, certainly the leading candidate to be CVC Player of the Year, averaging over 22 points a night. And he had a monster game when these two teams faced off on January 31st. 33 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks, and he threw down an alley-oop for good measure.
How do you know that? You said you weren't here.
I wasn't here, but I've got my ways. I've got my sources.
Okay, yeah, your sources, okay.
This time he splits the free throws, so he's up to 6 points. Ingram now 42 away from 1,000 for his career. Of course, Trenton needing a win today if he's going to want a shot at that.
Well, he handled that press well.
De La Cruz got his man to bite. Penetrates the paint, but can't float it home. English-Fulton the other way. Cuts inside and floats it in.
That was pretty.
The Trenton Central Tornadoes, they were without the likes of Jadon English-Fulton in this regular season meeting with Hunterdon Central on January 31st. And that's going to go the other way. Offensive foul called against Baden and a timeout called by Kevin Greck. Trenton on top, 24-19. The Red Devils still looking for their first points of the quarter. And don't forget, if you missed any of today's action, you could read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. 2026 is here, and just around the corner is another summer filled with Trenton Thunder baseball. Full and half-season ticket memberships as well as multi-game packages are on sale now for the 2026 season. And there's over 1,400 tariff-free cars ready to go at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. They've got Hyundai Konas, Palisades, Tucsons, Santa Fe's, and Elantras, all priced for immediate sale. Nobody has the selection or special pricing that they have over there at Hyundai of Trenton.
I don't know. I thought the foul was on Baden. If the scoreboard is right, it was on Wesley Wolf, that call. Unless they just haven't changed it.
Mustn't have been on either of them because they give the ball to the Red Devils out of this timeout.
Yeah, you're right.
Everybody's confused here in the first round.
Well, at least you and me are.
It's only game 28 for everybody.
Yeah.
As Landy gets double-teamed. Lost it, ball loose on the ground, and we're going to have a tie-up and a jump ball.
We're still getting into the swing of things here.
The arrow favors Trenton, so a nice job that time. The Tornadoes to force the giveaway, and Ramos was able to get the tie-up. Ramos looked at the rim that time. He thought about it. Ingram's going to take it, can't make it. Rebound hauled in by Glennon. 5-point deficit for the Red Devils, despite having not scored here in the second. Baker, good move inside, and that is the first 2 points of this quarter for Hunterdon Central, coming courtesy of Baden.
Yeah, nice job by Baden. A little pump fake, got his guys up in the air, and then just ducked underneath, laid it in.
Ingram infiltrates the lane and scoops it home. Ave Ingram, he's got 8 points. He's tied with Gavin Baden for the game high. Good job breaking this press. Ingram nearly took it away, and he swatted it away on that Baden layup attempt. The other way, it's English Fulton, and he is fouled on the floor.
And Trenton, you can see him trying to push it whenever possible. Now that'll be 2 on Landy.
Wolf will check out, Glennon will check out. And back into the game is Samuel DeRogatis, as well as Brady Bill. Sanchez can't connect from outside. 26-21 your score. Landy can't bury the 3. Rebound hauled in, it's Ramos. Trenton looking for a run out. Ingram got the layup. And another timeout called by Kevin Greck.
Yeah, and they're not really, well, yeah, they are scoring in transition, but not off a defensive transition, more like getting a rebound, and getting a kick out and getting down court.
Morrisville Chiropractic is providing quick and effective pain relief through natural healing. They're located at 632 Crown Street in Morrisville, and they pledge to make you, the patient, part of their chiropractic family. To find out more, visit MorrisvilleChiropracticCenter.com. Celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community, Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They've got it all, new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks, and a great variety of EV vehicles. Haldeman Ford, here yesterday, here today, here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. And you can make 2026 the year you get in shape at the Capital Area YMCA, 431 Pennington Avenue in Trenton. Exercise for your health, fitness, strength, flexibility, well-being, and confidence. You can call 609-599-9622 or visit capitalymca.org for more information.
Well, I think Trenton's starting to do a little bit more of what he wants to do right now. It is pushing the ball. It is getting some layups. It's, it hasn't really been that smothering full court press turnover wise that we're used to seeing, but they are getting out on the break pretty good, getting some run outs. And again, they've missed some layups that could have made this game a little bit more one-sided.
Yeah, Trenton starting to do a better job of forcing those turnovers. But I'll tell you what, Fish, if the Red Devils can start to control the giveaways a little bit more, they're going to be able to hang around in this game.
Well, they've only got 2 this quarter. They had 6 in the first quarter and 2 this quarter. So, they're not making as many shots. I mean, after shooting 8 for 11 in the first quarter, they're 1 for 10 in this quarter.
Landy just being hounded by Sanchez. Gavin Baden now finds De La Cruz, who's fouled out on the perimeter.
And again, we're not seeing a lot of three-point attempts.
Yeah, Hunterdon Central, they've only knocked down 1 from beyond the arc. A team that relies very heavily on three-point shooting. They have 3 players on this team that have made 40 or more.
I think they've only taken 2 or 3.
That one was tipped as it was on its way to Baden. Smith gets fouled as he looked to go the other way.
Every time you see a big guy like that go down, you get a little worried because they have so far to fall. It's like, uh-oh.
Fortunately, Caleb Smith able to pop back up. Caleb Smith actually collected his first career double-double against Hunterdon Central. Did that last year in the Central Jersey Group 4 first round. At 10 points, 12 boards in that one.
Oh, he's had a few since then, that's for sure. Racked up a pretty good amount this year. Oh, look out.
English Fulton can't get the floater to drop. Trenton doing a good job getting into the middle of this zone, but missing from in tight.
Yeah.
Baden attacks the glass, but can't lay it home. And another rebound for Smith. English Fulton tried to slow it down. It was knocked into the hands of Ramos, and then he gets fouled as he was trying to drive from the baseline, and Ramos a little gimpy after that foul call.
All right, you talk about a difference in the quarters. Baden was 3 for 4 in the first quarter, 1 for 7 in this quarter. they just have not been able to shoot the ball. They haven't been able to make those inside shots like they were getting early in the game. And that's 2 quick fouls on Baden.
Ramos at the line with his team now in the bonus. He's only a 43% free throw shooter, but he's been playing the best basketball of his career over the last month. Since January 27th, Ramos averaging 7.1 points per game, 4.2 rebounds, 5.2 assists, and 3.3 steals. He's got 7 today, and he just came up with a rebound off his own free throw miss.
Yeah, that was nice. I mean, to see a kid follow up a missed foul shot, you don't see it enough.
Gamari Davidson is the first man off the bench for Daryl Young. Sanchez dancing up top.
Mary Davidson had a career game in this gym last time we were here against Robbinsville.
8 points, a career high in the CVC semis. Zone defense providing Trenton some problems, so Sanchez says, you know what, I'm just going to drive inside and get the layup.
And they weren't just points, they were big points. Robbinsville was really making things sticky, and Davidson was coming up with some big plays, some big shots.
Trenton outscoring Hunterdon Central 11-2 here in the second quarter. A low-scoring game, not something we're used to seeing out of Trenton here in recent history. And another turnover for the Red Devils.
Well, that's their 10th of the game. Trenton spread the floor.
Ramos from the corner can't hit it. Hunterdon Central in desperate need of a bucket. Vasquez tried to feed it inside to Wolf, and he gave it up.
It's just...
Ingram, coast to coast, got it to go. That's got to feel good for Ave Ingram. He's got 12 points, but it feels like that was the first layup that he's made.
Yeah. Hunterdon Central, I'm not sure what their problem is. They look good. They look confident in the first quarter. And I don't know, they just just making a lot of bad turnovers here.
That time it was Glennon with the miss. Ingram feeling confident. He gets fouled on the floor. It doesn't matter. Trenton in the bonus. He's going to get 2 at the line.
And again, they're just not making shots as Hunterdon Central. 1 bucket.
Yeah, you said you don't know what's wrong with them. I think we've pinpointed it.
Well, yeah. But I mean, early in this quarter, they were not turning the ball over. Now all of a sudden they are. I don't know. Sometimes you start to fall behind and everybody thinks they have to make a play and they have to do this, and then you tend to start to rush yourself a little bit, and bad things happen. Just got to stay calm.
Ingram again splits the free throws. We just talked about Ramos playing the best basketball of his life. Ingram's doing the same, averaging 26 points per game in his last 6. He's scored 30 or more in 3 of those. He's got 13 so far tonight. De La Cruz whips a pass. Glennon, couple of jab steps, got Ramos in the air. Back out, it's De La Cruz. Here's Baden, and he flips it up and in. Gavin Baden is the first Red Devil to reach double figures. He's got 10, and that was a much-needed bucket for Hunterdon Central. Trenton with a chance to hold for the final shot. Leading by 10 as we creep towards the break in the Central Jersey Group 4 first round. Ingram against Glennon, takes him off the dribble and can't get the roll. He got his own miss and he got fouled. Ave Ingram, it hasn't looked pretty so far, but he's doing the dirty work.
Yes, he is. Yeah, it hasn't looked pretty, but like you said, he's got, what, a dozen?
He's got 13 right now.
Yeah, 13,
so
yeah.
If he's able to knock both of these down, he'll be on pace for 30, but again, he misses the front end of these free throws. Well, the other 2 times when he missed the front end, he knocked down the back end. Ingram, a guy who averages over 22 points per game, about 8.5 rebounds and a little over 4 assists. That time 0 for 2 at the line. Little bit of time, but Ramos got that one off after the steal. And that'll do it for the opening half here in the opening round of the Central Jersey Group 4 tournament. After it was tied through the first quarter, Trenton has opened up a 10-point lead, 33-23 going into the break. And do not go anywhere. We're going to step aside, but be back with the fish stats and the rest of our halftime show and then the third quarter of action right after this on WBCB.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBSports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation, and that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBSports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation, and that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation, and that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBSports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Mayor Reed Gusciora of the city of Trenton would like to welcome all students back to school and wish them the best of luck this school term, and wish the Tornadoes the best of luck on the court. Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. And 2026 is here, and just around the corner is another summer filled with Trenton Thunder baseball. Full and half season ticket memberships as well as multi-game packs are on sale now for the 2026 season. Back here at halftime, here in the Central Jersey Group 4 opening round, the number 6 seed, the Tornadoes, hosting number 11 Hunterdon Central, and Trenton used a big second quarter, at least big defensive second quarter, to get out to this 10-point, 33-23 lead. The Tornadoes allowed only 4 points, Fish, in that second quarter, which means now over their last 2 second quarters, you go back to the game against Notre Dame in the CVC Finals, they've allowed 9 total points in their last 2 second quarters.
That's remarkable. That's really unbelievable. All right, let's run through the scoring right now. For Central, Gavin Baden leads away with 10. Owen Landy's got 5. 3 apiece for Finn Glennon and Stephen De La Cruz. And Wesley Wolf has 2. Red Devils are shooting 10 for 22 from the field, 2 for 2 from the line, but they were just 2 for 12 in that second quarter after going 8 for 11 in the first quarter. So that's pretty unbelievable. Actually, they're 10 for 23, I'm sorry. And Devils with 12 turnovers, 6 in each quarter. For the Tornadoes, Ave Ingram with 13. Jaharis Ramos has 7. Juan Sanchez with 6. Jaden English Fulton 4. And Caleb Smith with 3. Tornadoes shooting 13 for 31 and 5 for 12 from the line. That's not good. They've only turned it over 3 times, have the Tornadoes, and they lead in rebounding 17-16, as Ingram and Smith have 6 boards apiece. Gavin Baden with 6 boards for Hunterdon Central. So, you know, not really wasn't the greatest first half for Trenton High. I mean, we've seen them actually get out to a lot better, quicker, bigger starts. But, you know, that first quarter, they were tied up, and they began to exert themselves a little bit more in the second quarter. And I don't know, we'll see. If it's anything like last Saturday against Notre Dame, they might come out on fire in this last quarter. I mean, and Hunterdon Central is going to try to take a page from Robbinsville's book. Just when it looks like they're starting to fall behind, Robbinsville would come back and keep it close. And, you know, Hunterdon Central would like to do that now. They're 10 down. It's not a monumental task to try to get back in this thing. And we'll see what the Red Devils can do.
Yeah, not a great first half by Trenton, all things considered, especially considering in 3 of their last 6 games they had scored 48 or more in the first half, but still on top by 10 as we begin this third quarter. A trip to the Central Jersey Group 4 quarterfinals on the line, and a date with either Montgomery or Manalapan on Saturday. They try to get it inside. It's De La Cruz. And English Fulton was able to knock that one out of bounds. Active hands by this Tornadoes defense. Fish, we're used to seeing the Tornadoes force a lot of turnovers off the full court press. They've been doing it a lot in their half court defense.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they haven't really needed the press to get turnovers.
Baden tried to chisel out space, and Ingram was having none of that. Finds Sanchez. He had 6 in the first half, and he can't bury the 3. He's still unable to knock one down from beyond the arc. After the offensive rebound, Trenton swings it around the perimeter. Ingram, he's up to 15. Up to 15 and now 33 away from 1,000 for his career. The lead is 12 for Trenton, matching their largest of the night. Baden down the baseline, turned back, and just suffocating defense that time from Ingram. Sanchez gets the layup to drop.
And there it is. That's that steal, turn a steal into a quick fast break run out. And I can see Kevin Greck. He wants to call timeout right now. He's probably seen enough film on these guys, enough video, I should say, to old school, to know that they can really get off and running if you give them a chance. So he wants to try to smack that momentum down a little bit, at least with a timeout here.
Yeah, and Kevin Greck, in his first season at the helm here at Hunterdon Central, he took over for Tristan DeFazio, and Greck has a pretty storied coaching history despite only being in coaching for less than a decade. He's been an assistant at Campbell University, 2 separate stints there. In fact, he was at Campbell last year, and the Campbell Camels, Fish,
yeah,
they ranked #1 in defense in the Coastal Athletic Association last year. Kevin Greck, he played collegiate ball at Keene University. He was the team captain for his final 2 seasons there, a 2017 graduate of Keene.
Where'd he go to high school?
That's a great question. And as somebody who does a lot of research going into these games, I guess you found a weak spot there in my research.
Found a chink in your armor. Well, I was just wondering, if he went to Keene, he probably is a Jersey guy. Just wonder if maybe he went to Central or not.
Samuel DeRogatis finds Brady Bill, and now back out, it's Landy. Double teamed, Landy. Sanchez forces the tie-up. It's a held ball possession with Trenton.
And I have a Trenton trivia question for you, buddy.
All right, let's hear it.
Doesn't have anything to do with basketball. It has to do with Major League Baseball. What Trenton High graduate gave up one of the most historic home runs in Major League history?
I'll have to think about that. At the next timeout, Fish is going to reveal the answer. Ave Ingram lets fly from outside. And the Tornadoes remain pretty cold. They haven't taken a ton of threes, but they've only hit 2, and they both came back in the first quarter, Ramos and Ingram.
Well, most Trenton people would know this. I mean, you see it happen well before there was ever a Jordan Hirsch on earth. but it was a monumental home run.
How about we reveal the answer going into the fourth quarter as De La Cruz comes up empty, but cleaning it up off glass is Sam DeRogatis, the 6'4" senior. He's the 6th Red Devil to find the bottom of the basket tonight. Trenton on top 37-25. This is what we've seen a lot of going up against this 2-3 zone. The Tornadoes swinging it around the perimeter. Ingram can't get it to go. Rebound DeRogatis.
It's working pretty well, too.
This is where Hunterdon Central has to turn a stop into a made basket.
Right.
If they want any shot of coming back in this one. They're not going to do it there. That's a turnover. English Fulton. It's takeoff time. There he goes. Jadon English Fulton with the flush.
Yeah, a little stylish there. A little stylish.
De La Cruz gets inside and gets fouled. You saw English Fulton that time take a peek in the rearview mirror before throwing it down.
Right.
Again, English Fulton, he did not play when these two teams met back on January 31st. This is his first taste of the Central Jersey Group 4 tournament. Played a couple of Central Jersey Group 1 tournament games in his time at STEM Civics. As Steven De La Cruz knocks down the front end of the free throw. De La Cruz, he's been in double figures in back-to-back games. Actually, the first time in his career he's accomplished that feat. Also been in double figures in 3 of his last 4, after doing it 3 times in his first 22 games overall. That time he goes 1 for 2 at the line, so he's up to 4 on the day. Ramos feeling confident from outside, can't hit it, but then Jadon English Fulton collects the board and gets fouled. Or they're going to call the foul actually on English Fulton.
Oh, okay.
So possession back to Hunterdon Central. They trail by 13. It's the senior Nick Vasquez. Finds a cutting De La Cruz. The reverse layup goes down.
Oh, that was a pretty play. Just cut down the lane, found him in full stride, and nice layup.
Ramos gets inside, Ingram underneath with the layup. Ave Ingram nearing his season average. He's at 17. Might have got away with a reach-in foul that time. Landy got around him. Glennon, deep 2, in and out. Rebound Brady Bill, kick it back out. Landy can't connect from deep. They've still hit just 1 triple in this game, have the Red Devils. Ingram comes up empty. Ever since the first quarter, when both of these teams put up 19 points, it has not been an offensive masterclass, to say the least.
Nah, it's been kind of sluggish.
Let's see if Hunterdon Central continues to fire from beyond the arc as they try to claw their way back into this one. Glennon thought about it, instead drives, can't bank it home. Trenton by 13 and looking for more.
Trenton's not really giving them the chance to shoot from 3 all that much. Nice
Beautiful passing that time all around the world, and it found the rock found Ave Ingram all alone underneath.
And that's why Ramos has been playing so well. He got it and immediately saw Ingram underneath, found him.
Glennon from deep. The lid remains on the bucket from outside for Hunterdon Central. Sanchez in transition for 2. Tornadoes starting to open this one up. They lead by 17.
Yeah, they're starting to feel it a little bit now.
Vasquez denied inside by Ramos. And the ball out of bounds, last hit by Trenton. The Tornadoes have given up 9 points, Fish, in their last, 13 minutes and 37 seconds.
9. No, never mind. Never mind.
This is a 3 from Glennon, and you know what? It's because we talked about it too much, Fish, as Finn Glennon drills the 3.
Yeah, well.
That's 33% of the points they had in their last 13 and a half minutes. All right, let's get back into this one. Ingram gets into the lane and gets the roll. And Ave Ingram is starting to sizzle. He's up to 21.
And you said he needed 48 coming in, right, to get 1,000?
He needed 48, so he's now down 25 away.
Yeah, I mean, he won't get it tonight, but I get the feeling that Pup might leave him in there, whatever the score is, just to try to get him closer. Because now, you know, you're a game away from your career being over.
Ramos gave it up. Gamari Davidson looking to go all the way. Wow, how did he feather that pass through to Ave?
I don't know. He did it. Kind of like a blind pass, but right to him.
Ball went through the matrix on its way to Ingram.
Yeah, there's Keanu Reeves now.
Ave Ingram's got 10 in the quarter. Vasquez underneath. Wolf. And the foul. They've been trying to get it to Wesley Wolf a little bit more. Trenton's done a nice job to make that task difficult.
Well, yeah, that was just his second shot of the game. He made his first one, and now he made this one and got fouled. So, yeah, they've done a great job of keeping the ball away from him.
It's not the prettiest looking free throw, and it comes off front iron. English Fulton races ahead, makes the head fake, and gets the bucket. Trenton, they've won 6 consecutive state tournament first round games as Davidson commits the foul right there. And thanks to this third quarter, they look well on their way to making that 7 in a row.
Yeah, you would think.
44 seconds, Hunterdon basketball underneath. 51.
Tell you what, is there a better third scorer in the CVC than Jaden Fulton, English Fulton? You kind of forget about him, and then he's got his 12 or his 14. He got 8 today.
Yeah, he averages 12.7 as DeRogatis missed. No, he doesn't misfire from 3. He gets the bounce.
Shooter's bounce.
Friendly rims on the road for Samuel DeRogatis, who's up to 5, and that is the second triple that third triple that Hunterdon Central has got to drop in this one. And again, Juan Sanchez and Trenton High a chance to hold for the final shot of a quarter. The lead is 15, at least for now. Make it 18. Juan Sanchez reins it in from deep.
Wow, what a way to end the quarter. Yeah, you know, Hunterdon Central got a little bit of momentum with that 3. You figure get a stop, and then Trenton comes right back with a 3. That's a dagger right there.
Tornadoes on top, 54-36. 8 minutes to go here in the Central Jersey Group 4 first round. Tornadoes looking to advance to yet another state quarterfinal. Back after this on WBCB.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Morrisville Chiropractic is providing quick and effective pain relief through natural healing. Located at 632 Crown Street, they pledge to make you, the patient, part of their chiropractic family. You can visit MorrisvilleChiropracticCenter.com for more information. And celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community is Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. We go to the 4th here on WBCB. Trenton and Hunterdon Central, the 6-11 matchup here in the Central Jersey Group 4 bracket. Tornadoes leading by 18, and Ingram can't extend it to 21 as he comes up empty on that 3. Down the baseline goes Glennon, and he gets wiped away by Smith. Juan Sanchez, oh, he wanted to dunk it.
Yeah, he wound up like he wanted to dunk it.
He'll take the 2 points nonetheless. He's up to 15.
Good shooting quarter for the Tornadoes last quarter, 10 for 15.
And they come up with yet another turnover, and now Sanchez 4 points in rapid succession, and that forces a timeout called by Kevin Greck in Hunterdon Central.
Actually 7 points in rapid succession with only real time separating. He hit the 3 at the buzzer, and 38 seconds into here, he's got 4 more.
I'll let you know that Mayor Reed Gusciora of the city of Trenton would like to welcome all students back to school and wish them the best of luck the school term. Wish the Tornadoes the best of luck on the court. And don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. And yeah, that's a good point, Fish, that Juan Sanchez, he hits that buzzer-beating 3 going into the break between the third and fourth quarter, and now he comes out here in the first 38 seconds, hits a pair of layups.
Yeah.
One that was almost a slam, but a layup nonetheless. And it just goes to show, right? You can hang around with Trenton for maybe a quarter. Maybe you can hang around with them for a half. But for a team, and I understand they're the 6th seed, and this is a very good Central Jersey Group 4 bracket.
Right.
But for a team to hang around with them at full strength for a full 32 minutes, it's starting to look like it could be a Herculean task.
Well, yeah, but there's gonna be some teams they're gonna come up against that are gonna be able to kind of slow them down a little bit, and you know, the contrasting styles, they'll be able to. There's another turnover.
Yeah, Sanchez with the swarming defense, and Ingram with the Euro step. He's up to 25. He's making a case to end up on our Instagram channel once again.
Instagram? I thought they were on YouTube.
Here comes a lob, and Ingram lays it in. He's got 27. Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, Fish.
Sorry.
We're all over the place on social media. How about that? 8 points in 70 seconds, and Sanchez another steal. Ingram, that would have brought the house down. Smith, he gets fouled underneath off the offensive rebound.
Yeah, that would have brought the house down. And Trenton is just starting to really just play Trenton ball. All of a sudden, a 26-point lead just like that.
Caleb Smith converts the first. Lave Ingram, he's now got 27 points, meaning he's 21 away from 1,000. 6:36 left in this one. Now, what percent chance, Fish, would you give Lave Ingram to get to 1,000 tonight?
Oh, 0.
Fish has no faith.
Well,
another backcourt turnover, and this time it's Ramos missing the layup, but English Fulton picking him up and getting the foul called as well.
Who took the original shot?
That was Ramos missing, and then JEF cleaning it up.
Okay.
Stalin Hernandez is going to come into the game. Same with Kyle Graffi. Smith and Ramos will take a seat, presumably for the final time here in this first round. They're going to get rested up because Trenton's going to end up with a date with either Manalapan here at home or Montgomery on the road on Saturday. Sanchez just all over the place right now. And of course, this is what Trenton does, right? They force a ton of turnovers. They play swarming full court defense.
Yeah,
I mean, you think there's any thought though as to the reasoning why they're being so aggressive, even up by 30, is to try to get Ave Ingram a little bit closer to 1,000?
No, I just don't think. I don't think Darryl Young really was liking the way they were playing before, and I think he wants them to get back into playing that way, even though it's late in the game.
Man.
You know, I think he wants them to say, hey, it's a state tournament time, play like it.
Ingram's up to 29. Hunterdon Central hasn't gotten a shot off in this quarter.
Nope. 6 turnovers without a shot.
De La Cruz, that shot was blocked. Got it back, DeRogatis left it short. Tracks down the miss, rolls it along the floor. De La Cruz has it, and he's able to get it to go.
Well, there you go.
That time it's De La Cruz coming up with the rebound, outletting DeRogatis, but he can't make it. Trenton by 30, they're not done. Ingram, he's got 31 and a chance for more. The 7th 30-point performance for Ave Ingram on the season and his 2nd in as many tries against Hunterdon Central.
Well,
he's not converting these free throws, though. He's got 31 points. He's missed 5 free throws.
Right.
His career high is 37. Did it against Nottingham in the home opener this year. That one won't go for Hunterdon Central. That pass ends up right in the hands of Juan Sanchez. Everything's coming up tornado tonight.
Yeah, right now. Yep. I mean, we've seen him do it early, where they put teams away early. Now we're seeing him do it late.
I'll tell you what, Fish, if Ingram had made all his free throws, he would have been 12 away from 1,000, and then we might have been able to talk about it being within reach tonight, as DeRogatis comes up short on that 3. Trenton by 34, and now it's just run it up time as English Fulton lays it home. This is about as pretty basketball as we've seen on a season that's been filled with highlights.
Yeah, well, that second half Saturday was right up there with it too. But yes, this is what Darrell Young wants to see all the time. And if they didn't give it to him in the first half, he wants them to give it to him in this half. And they have given it to him. And I would hope if Ingram gets within 9, 10 or 9, you might want to take him out, and you would think he could get that in one game, the next game. I mean, unless there's the thought that you want him to get it at home, and you might want to just keep trying to feed him the ball.
And well, you got to believe if Chalk wins out, then Trenton's going to be going on the road. They would take on the 3 seed, which is Montgomery, and Montgomery, another team that would be a 20-win team going into that one. Maybe a little bit of a different animal than this 12-15 Hunterdon Central team, but it is a Hunterdon Central team that had beat 4 CVC opponents coming into this game and went to the finals of the Hunterdon Warren Sussex County tournament.
Yeah, I mean, you look at them and they have some talent and some underclassmen talent too. I mean, this is probably a team for the future. They're gonna get schooled here today, but this is probably a good experience for these guys.
Ingram cuts to the hole, can't finish it off. And this is where you kind of try to walk that fine line of rest or trying to get Ingram closer to 1,000 as Jackson commits the foul that time.
Yeah, I think he's trying to get him closer to 1,000. He's the only starter out there.
And we've got the running clock in effect too, so
right.
He's only going to be out there for the next 3:45 and counting.
Yeah, I think he just wants to get him as close as possible and see what happens.
At the free throw line, this is the 6-foot senior Sean Souvenir. He's able to knock down the free throw, so...
That's a cool nickname. That's a cool real name.
Souvenir. And he's got this souvenir now for the rest of his life because, of course, this will be his final game, so being able to get in and gets the 1 point on the first free throw. No secret who they're going to. Ingram, another missed layup. Man, between the free throws and the missed layups, he might have been able to get to 48 tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
That one was deflected by Hernandez, and they come up with a steal. Ingram's going to have a jam. He's 4 off his career high.
So if you got an autographed picture of Souvenir, would that be a souvenir?
I believe it would be, Fish.
All right, do you want the answer to that trivia question?
I was going to say, we haven't answered it. It's Sean Souvenir, the aforementioned Souvenir. He gets the bucket, and he's up to 3. Ingram just attacking everybody, and he gets the foul. So Ingram's going to go to the line, and I'm stumped on this one. You got to give the answer to the crowd.
He pitched for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Al Downing gave up the 715th home run to Hank Aaron in 1974.
How about that?
Yep.
There have been some very talented professional athletes to go through this town and to go through this high school. I mean, think about it. This is the third meeting between Trenton and Hunterdon Central in the Central Jersey Group 4 tournament. It's actually funny because for Hunterdon Central, it's their third consecutive CJG4 game against Trenton. They spent some time in North Jersey Section 2 between 2019 and 2023. And back in 2018, it was Trenton getting a 63-58 overtime win in this tournament's quarterfinals against Hunterdon Central. And you know who had 9 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 steals in that game?
Who?
That would be 49ers wide receiver Jair Brown.
Oh, there you go. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it certainly has been some great athletes. Elvin Bethea, the Houston Oilers Hall of Famer, NFL Hall of Famer.
Ave Ingram at the line here for 2. And
still
man, he's missed 6 free throws tonight. He's 4 for 10. He would have had a chance at 40 if he was able to knock down even half of these.
He's got, what, 33 now?
Man, he's 4 for 7. I think it might be getting in his head a little bit.
Maybe.
He's going to be our player of the game. Should I ask him about that in the interview?
Go ahead. I'm going to be bolting out the side door. I'm giving you the whole interview.
You're going to have to like it and repost it on Instagram and on YouTube, of course, and Facebook.
I don't go on Instagram. Can I post my stories on Instagram, or is it just photos?
Yeah, you could post stories on there.
You can?
In fact, you could actually set it up to where whatever you post on Facebook gets posted on Instagram as well automatically because it's the same company.
Okay.
And Ingram, by the way, is going to take a seat. So he's done for the night at 33 points. He'll go into the quarterfinal game 15 away from 1,000.
You're going to have to show me how to do that. Can we do it on my phone?
We can. What if you get to Nottingham early tomorrow, and I'll show you there before the call of Nottingham and Colts Neck. Whitaker almost got that one to drop, and Joel Cummings picks him up. Instead of Whitaker getting the shot to drop, he dropped.
Yes.
78-41. As Brady Bill can't hit it from outside. Rebound taken in by Nate Campbell. To start the Buses' chance, they're going to rain down here in the first round. It was 19-19 after the first quarter, if you could believe it. And since then, it's 58-22 in favor of Trenton.
Well, you set the line for the two of us, and you set the over-under, and we both took the same things. We both took the under, and we both took Trenton, and we were both correct. So, yeah, it's too bad there was no money on the line.
No, it actually means Brianna owes us $20.
Oh, okay. All right, good. I like the way that worked out.
This is Souvenir kicking back out. A 3 on the way from Campbell, and he gets it to go. And the final seconds are just going to come off here as Jamal Smith lost it. The other way goes Souvenir. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. He gets it up and no. And that'll do it. Central Jersey Group 4 first round is a blowout here at the High. Trenton wins it 78-44. They're going to cruise to the quarterfinals, where they will meet either 14-seeded Manalapan or the 3-seed Montgomery on Saturday. Ave Ingram, 33 points, another career game for him. We're going to get a chance to talk to him, and that interview will be posted on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube Shorts shortly following the conclusion of this broadcast.
Yeah, just a case of taking care of business for Trenton tonight. So that's what they did, and I'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow, Fish. Again, a reminder, you could tune in. You can catch Ewing taking on Brick Memorial. Oh, Fish is walking away with the headset. He just can't wait to get on the call tomorrow. He didn't want to get off the call today. Again, in the Central Jersey Group 3 bracket, we're going to have coverage of the 3-14 game Ewing against Brick Memorial. And then myself and Rich Fisher will be on the call from Nottingham in the 8-9 game, Nottingham taking on Colts Neck tomorrow evening. Today's game on WBCB was brought to you by the Capital Health System, Team Toyota, the Revere Restaurant, Kessel Dermatology, the New Jersey Education Association, the Capital Area YMCA, the City of Trenton, the Trentonian, the Trenton Thunder, Hyundai of Trenton, Morrisville Chiropractic, and Haldeman Ford. One final time now from Tornado Alley. From our broadcast partner, Rich Fisher, for Brianne O'Neill, who produced today's stream, and Trenton's media department, helping us out with the cameras, as always. My name's Jordan Hirsch, saying thank you for watching. Make sure you keep it locked to WBCB all tournament season long. And have a great night, everybody.